And have a look who's about to hit the lineup. One of the best aerialists ever, arguably the best, Josh Kerr. He has created his own manoeuvres in the past. He's going to be up against the rail game from Lennox Head, Adam Melling, in their previous head-to-head matchups. But no previous man-on-man heats here on the Gold Coast as we see Melling get started quickly. He'll be inspired by what he saw from Stu Kennedy earlier, taking out Kelly Slater. And he just swings that tail around. Great control. A shorter wave. We might see a bit of that today, with that onshore wind just crumbling a couple of these down the line sections, making it hard to make that connection right through to Little Marley.
Well, one thing that Adam has, down is it flow. Being bred right there down the coast at Lennox, he's used to surfing these long waves. Lennox being a really perfect point break, so he knows how to connect maneuvers together. That's what we talk about when we say flow. Well, what does that mean? Basically, if they can link maneuvers together seamlessly without kind of bobbles or breaks, it just looks like it's meant to be. They kind of piece the puzzle pieces together.
This is a great contest. Both these surfers bred on right-hand point breaks. And here goes Josh Kerr looking for an answer. Melling had a 4.5, and that's going to be a throwaway for Josh. Well, Melling, he swings on this one. Nice first turn. And really pushing through these flat sections of water well at the moment. They're just transition turns, but anywhere you can add some points and get your board on rail through those transitions, that mojo.
Yeah, it's, oh, here we go. Josh scraping in.
Bit of foam on the face of this wave to get started. But the 31-year-old is going to stick with it, driving down the line now. Smooth floaters, and he just spins his board into a reverse to finish that wave off. That move came from nowhere. I thought he was going to go for a floating re-entry and try and get down the line, but he just kicked on that tail, landed backwards and rode out. He's so good at riding fakie.
Yeah. Great
Control. And now he's eyeing off another insider down the line. Let's see what he can get out of this section. A little floater there. Might just be making his way down toward the ski. And look out for an air. He's building some speed. And he instead goes to the tail, applies some pressure, but can't ride out of that move.
I like the fact that he gave himself a chance to grab a sneaky score on the inside. But that reverse, amazing agility from Josh Kerr. As you said, he's comfortable riding fakie. This is just straight up ballerina pirouette. Good flow there, connecting maneuvers, but right there, original right there. That reverse, a lot of times the guys get low to their board, right down to the deck, but he was standing kind of tall.
No major scores locked in. Some impressive surfing, but no great rides. A 4.5 for Melling on his first, a 3.67 has him out in front. Josh Kerr chasing a 2.67 to get into the lead. Your top two rides, but he had 3. And here we go. This is Adam Melling now chasing a perfect score. He needs to get himself something better than a 3.67 to push further ahead of Josh Kerr. And you know he's not thinking middle of the road. He's thinking excellent numbers. And here he goes, just always swinging his board right around, getting that release in the tail. A super dynamic surfer, one of the fittest competing in this event. And he's going to ride this one right through to the ski and get a lift back to the takeoff zone.
Well, there you go. I think Adam Melling, no mistakes at all on that wave. Surfed extremely well. The only thing that he's not going to be happy with, there wasn't that big steep section where he could get the fins free, throw a lot of spray. It was just a lot of nice smooth carbs.
And here goes Josh Kerr. Use priority for this wave, happily. And he is just drifting that tail. Building towards this inside now. The wave's starting to stand up. There's the result of that dropping tide, and Josh lets go of a big frontside slash. And looks to take to the air on the end section and rides out of a very tidy, smooth air reverse. 12.5 minutes to go. And that's what we can look forward to, Ross. He can sort of stand on the tail, work his way down those little double up sections and find those steeper walls to just swing into.
Yeah, Josh is in Swaggerville right now. He knows he's in his planet. And this wave, just a little unfortunate for Adam. A lot of ripping carbs there. That was the best maneuver of that wave. But a lot of cutbacks. Judges hate that. You know, they don't like it when you have to just be relegated to cutting back into the whitewash. It's almost like a non-issue for them. Josh Kerr. These were actually really difficult sections to deal with. And that's why I like that little snap in the whitewash. This next one, he jams it again, but it is a little flat. So he's going to grab his outer rail, just kind of shove the tail towards the channel right there. Kind of cool, but a little on the flat side. So I think for him, this score goes excellent. It's going to be all about this clean air reverse right there. Got the rail grab, no bobble at all. So, I think that was the perfect way to finish this wave off. There's that kind of forced little tail jam with the rail grab, but still it was aggressive. That's the cool thing about that maneuver. Definitely was not conservative, but this was just as clean as the air gets, Ronnie.
Maneuver choices were so on point from Josh throughout that ride, and I think he actually pushed it to the perfect level. He's on his way to the third round with numbers like this, an 8, but there is still time on the clock, and Melling is only looking for a 7.18, and he hasn't really connected with a decent wave yet for this 23-year-old up against Geordie Smith. But we are going to throw our attention back to the water now because Josh Kerr has just used priority to take this wave off Adam Melling, looking to get rid of a 5.5. A couple of smooth turns to get started. The wave's starting to steepen for him, and he'll want to get some speed as he heads towards a big oncoming ramp and just slightly mistimes that air section, and his board gets a little sticky off the lip.
That's exactly right. Just got hung up on that ramp. Adam Melling had a look at it. He didn't have priority. So no questions there of an interference. He got out of the way. A couple of cruisy cutbacks for Josh, just waiting for that thing to build up, give him a section to work with. Right after this one, watch his face. He sees it there. He goes, okay, generate the speed now. A couple of hops, and just mistime that ramp. That is really rare for Josh to mistime a ramp.
There's something starting to stand up, but Melling knows it's not big enough. It's a bit of a slap of the water there. 10 seconds to go, and Josh Kerr, he's riding this one to shore. The onside announcer counting this one in, and it has come to an end with Josh Kerr out in front with an 8-point ride and a 5.5. Melling left chasing a 7.18 in the final stages.